Morning, everyone, and welcome. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, and happy birthday to my youngest sister, Nikki. Hope you have a great day today. Um, Gotta tell you, a little bit of a struggle bus with this bundle today. I thought about it yesterday for a little while, and I'll show you. Like, wanted to do something with the holographic paper and the pictures. And it was like, okay, not really sure. So then I went ahead and cut out the ice cubes. I'm not going to move all those here's all these holographic ice cubes because I thought they would be fun. And when I cut this out, I thought, that would make an interesting background. But that was going to be quite busy, if you know what I mean. So then I went ahead and I took these dies that are for the fruit and for the cup. And I thought they looked like exclamation points in a way, but I didn't want it to be literally like that. So I lined them up on this tape and I cut 4 rows and cut it down and got this. All right, so I'm like, okay, so, but I really don't think that it really translates well as exclamation points, but it is a fun shape. So I decided I was going to leave this down here. I will use my, where is it? Thank you kindly. We'll cut out a strip and it's going to come across there as the word, so I'll stamp. But I thought, let's make a fun background for that. So I'm going to show you how we'll do the background with both the basic white and the fluid watercolor paper. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll use our mat, of course, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Fleur de Flamingo and Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to kind of, didn't lock that all the way. It seems like, let's just go like that and put some of that color down. And probably should have put the daffodil down first, huh? But we'll go ahead and put the daffodil on either side of that. And just a little bits of color there. And then there. I want to be careful. I don't want to get it on my yeah, I have plenty of these. These are the little translucent post-it notes. Here, let me show you. Do I have them over here? No. Where do I have them? I have them over here. I'm near the speaker, so I hope it's not too loud. But these are just post-it notes. They're translucent, so they work really good for that glare on your mat. Let me go ahead and put this back over here. All right, so we have that there. I'm just going to use plain old H2O. I'm going to get it a little bit wet. I'm going to kind of push that water together. I can't be out of water already. No, I'm not. Kind of move that together like that. All right. If you wanted to, you could also take something and kind of swirl it together. Kind of move that together. To get a little bit of that motion in there. All right. Now let's go ahead. We're going to try it first with just the basic white. And what I like to do is I will put it down just like that. I will press it a little bit around the edge and then so I don't get my fingers too inky, too inky, I will just use this to pull the cardstock up. All right, so there we have that. I want some more yellow, so I'm just going to drag it through the yellow. Didn't get a lot of that yellow in there. There we go. Then now we're getting some more of that yellow and that orange mixture look. Move it around. And we'll set it over here to dry. It'll only take a little bit of time to dry. All right, just a second, guys. I need to go in the other room and blow my nose really quick. Sorry about that. It's just, you never know when you stand up when your sinus is going to drain. All right, I think I have enough water left in there for the watercolor paper. Now the watercolor paper is thicker, so I don't feel like and let's go down here in this color palette, and let's go up here where that yellow is. And the watercolor paper can take a lot of color, more so than your basic white. All right, so I kind of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that over here to dry for just a second. I'm gonna bring out my little Vibro cloth to get some of that off. I got that wet, it probably won't stick. Let's see if I can just keep it up there for the remainder of the video. All right, so now we have that cleaned off. All right, let's go ahead. These are almost dry. See here, this one, that's the basic white. It's taking a little longer to dry. This one is almost completely dry, as you can see. It really takes it up quite good. So if you're afraid that it's still too wet, always just, you know, tap it down, or you can hit your heat gun with it. You know, either way works. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and tape down our layer. We're going to have this be a portrait card. So this is just your basic white 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And this is going to go over that. Let's go ahead, while we're just waiting for that last little second to dry, let's go ahead and grab out a piece of scratch. Let's take out, take out those words. We'll go ahead and get it stamped out and cut out. All right, it looks like it's kind of bubbling up on that. I hope I didn't have anything in that stamp that I didn't clean off, but you know me, I don't clean off stamps very good. All right, I think that looks good. Got a little bit of an edge there. Not gonna worry about that. All right, let's put that back in there. Let's go ahead, I'm gonna come over here, and I'm just going to cut that down like that. I might cut it down a little bit more. I feel like I have too much on the top there. So I'm going to line this up, make sure that it's straight. Let's give it another cut. There, I think that's a little bit better. That much of a difference. All right. And then I think I'll take, let's see, what do I want to do? Because I want to measure it from here. So I'm going to have that cut. That's going to be my focal point there. So I'm going to come in just a little bit before here. I'm going to use one of my punches. Now this is where you can always use your punches to give you a little bit of a banner look. So let's pull it through here. See how I want to go just a little bit beyond that. There we go. That looks good. All right, let me put my punch back up on the wall over here. All right, so now I think that we're ready and these are dry enough to use. So we're going to use the watercolor paper. I kind of like how it blended, and that's what you're going to get with the basic white versus the watercolor paper. You see some of the same properties, but the colors just seem to blend a lot more where you don't have white spots here, because this is meant to have a lot of water on here. And you could drop some re-inkers on here and spritz it with water, because this will hold a lot of water, but I don't think we want to do that for this card. So we're just going to go like this. We're going to see, because we're looking at this, we're looking at this cup down here. Do I want it to be there? Or do I think I want it to be there, where we have a little more variation of the color. So let's go ahead. I don't like using the multi-purpose glue when I've introduced water on my watercolor paper. I just feel like it seems like it's just adding more liquid onto an already liquid situation, if that makes sense. But I may have to because my seal's not cooperating with me today. Let me just go ahead, we'll just go like this. We'll just run this along here. And if I had been smart before I did the cutouts here, I would have attached this cardstock to my adhesive sheet, but I didn't think that far ahead. Like I said, it was the struggle bus. I didn't even get Nikki a card in the mail. So, all right. So I think that we got a lot of that glue folded back under. Let's go over here. And I'm going to start with the bottom. I want to make sure that that is lined up, because then everything else should fall into place. And see, I'm just a little bit off. Now here's where, if you have a guillotine cutter, it works better, I feel, once we have it layered, because there's just that little sliver there. And usually I'll use my big chop and dice slicer, my multi, but ugh. Oh, I don't like that. All right, I am going to have to go over and just trim it up on my big countertop one over here. Hang on one second. There. Much better. Should have used my paper trimmer to line up that edge. I didn't do what I normally do. Oh, and we need the Memento back, because now we're going to go ahead and grab some little blocks. Let's do that. Let's do that. So that's going to be for, oh, am I looking right over it? Oh, it's right there. And my cup. And yes, I could use this and have the cup half filled, half not, but I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And let's go ahead. We're going to go right over. I don't want to get my head or my belly in the shot. Going to go right over there. And I think I'm only going to do, I'm just going to do that one. I'm not going to, but with the little circles here, I will do those multiple times. But I don't want to have teacups or tea glasses or lemonade glasses, whatever is in your glass. I don't want it to be upside down. All right, so we're just going to leave it like that. We're going to go ahead. All right. I wish Stampin' Up! Would sell a sand eraser because they're so helpful. I just don't like that little, I feel like since there's a straight edge there, that little mark is really showing up. So I just get that sand eraser on there, get that mark off. Yeah, I mean, the multi-purpose glue is from Tombow, and so are those sand erasers. So I really wish they would sell the sand eraser. All right, I think I want to kind of go like that. I do think though I need some color around the edge of that. So let me go ahead. I know that my card layer is Granny Apple Green and this is Lemon Lime Twist, but I just feel, and I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so you get a little bit of that edge on there. Never be afraid to mix variants of the colors, variations, because it will be okay. These are the same length, I believe. Those are my last two. So let's go ahead. Put that down. Put that down. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Let's make first sure. Yep, you don't see any of that. Oh, let's put this on the card base first. Oh my God, do you hear that? My husband just got home from the walk with the dog, and I'm hoping he doesn't come in here because, you know, I put stuff away from the dishwasher from last night. I left some things out because I know we're going to use them today to cook, and I'm sure he's going to come in here and ask why they were left out. All right, let's go ahead, take off those backings, which works so much easier if you have nails. I'm going to use, this is that from the, see, here's my hobby tool, and this is another one of the items that comes in that additional take your pick set, along with the perforator edge, which is fun for cards. All right, let's go ahead and put that kind of right there. And if you wanted to, I know that this is currently, this one, yeah, I know this is currently, I think, still on back order in the United States. But let's just add a little bit of shimmer with that Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see how that shimmers. Let me bring it down a little. Add just a little bit in there. maybe also up in here. Just, I'm not doing a lot there like I did with the other, but just enough just to give it a little bit of sparkle. All right, I don't use Wink of Stella too much, but there you are. So that is my Struggle Bus card. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. That's my Struggle Bus card, trying to go way out of the norm from what I did with the original. Do I still have that around here somewhere? Yes. Here are the original cards. I'll attach those videos. But here was the original cards I did when I introduced it. So I really wanted to go out of the norm and do something completely not expected. So there was your not expected version. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Give me a thumbs up, share on social media, share the video on social media, subscribe if you haven't already. Most of all, have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday for Watch It Wednesday. Bye for now.